but you'll never learn, and it attacks him, and I'm like, this is a lot of fun to see.
Father versus son.
Father versus son.
Yeah, and
this is pretty brutal too.
Yeah,
sure.
but he does try. He's trying to take down his father and shoots him with something. I don't know anything enough about Green Goblin to be like he
sort of beam.
Shot him with something.
Yeah.
It was like but he's talking about how he wants to try to control the multiverse in some way, and that's what a cosmic cube can do. And this is while he's beating the shit out of Harry, and Harry's laying in the rubble, beat the crap out of, and he's like, "I'm here because you killed Peter. I don't care about saving the universe." Right. And shoots, and it was like all that classic, like, "I'm here to defeat you!" And then misses.
Right.
To Spider Osborn, or Norman's belief.
But he actually hits the cosmic cube, which shatters and creates holes in the space-time continuum. I'm gonna assume. I'm just saying.
That's what it seemed like? I couldn't exactly tell. It seemed to expand outward.
At least, yeah.
All the things that was, you saw the different Earths, different iterations of the Goblin and whatever else, and Spider-Man a little bit.
We forgot to mention that when Harry actually looks at the cosmic cube, when he sees it, all of the different universes, he sees Peter living all of them as the Spider-Man.
Oh.
And being on top of his life, while I assume in this universe he was kind of just a runt and working under Norman.
Right, just
stuff.
a nerd, science nerd that Norman had working for him.
Yeah, which he was like, "Peter, look at you."
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was a cool little splash to this to show that he was not the good guy in that world either, in that reality. That's cool.
But yeah, so expanding or destroying of the cube.
He got sucked into whatever, like the little web multiverse section, like this little centralized nexus. I think that's where he ended up.
Who's that?
Norman got pulled into that, and then Harry got left behind to
watch the building crumble underneath him because of the explosion.
Right. But the whole time remembering Peter.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, his friend died.
Yeah, because they said the L word to each other. They were lesbians.
Speaking of which, Ramona Flowers, Huntress. That's all I'm going to say about that right now.
Peter's like, "I love you, nerd," and he's like, "I love you too, nerd," or whatever.
And,
what I dug about this was you see him die, but then next thing we see is Osborn's on some sort of web of time with all these portals around him, which is super cool.
Yeah, and he finally got what he wanted from his son, even though that's not what he was trying to do. And then you see a spider hand reach out to him. Yeah. And you want to do the big reveal there, Peachy, of who came to get him.
We see the spider hand reach out and a web shot to Norman's back, and it's Spider-Punk.
Man.
Yeah. pulling Osborn back through the portal that he came out of.
Recruiting him for the spider battle.
But apparently he doesn't know the history or that this guy is a bad guy, so we'll see what happens when basically when he meets the group meets him. What's gonna come of it?
Right. This would be interesting because I'm like, he is a villain. I think they kind of might know.
Right, but they still need as many spider people as they can get.
Right.
Help.
I'm curious if he's going to have some sort of interaction with Spider-Man Punk. Because he got... oh, I finally achieved what I've been, everything I sought out to be defeated by a Spider-Man. I'm like, this will be interesting to see how they continue that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that book. Edge of Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon, number 4. Spider-Verse-Geddon.
Spider-Verse-Geddon. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Yep, and that's the end of the edges.
Yeah.
The edges ended.
It was very similar to how they did the other Edge of Spider-Verse.
One of the things.
Death of Spider-Man, Death of Wolverine, Return of Wolverine, Death of Daredevil.
Double Dare.
Then they did the Spider-Verse miniseries, which was cool, and now we got the Spider-Geddon one coming now, and I'm like, this next one was a lot more fun to read. This other one was kind of like you're piecing together what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is why it was hard for us to like kind of regurgitate it back because we're like,
You gotta pick up the book because it is a lot of really cool illustration, and it is hard to relay for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it was a good book. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked the different parts played here with the Goblin as a good guy, and Norman Osborn as a bad Spider-Man, and it definitely left me wanting to see more from that character and how he's going to interact with
The rest of
the
them.
other spiders.
Yeah.
right. I'm looking at it going like, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah,
Wanting more.
Felt a little lax. It was definitely not your Spider-Man you want to jump into first.
Right.
It's
right.
like, okay, like they did that with another one of the spiders in the other one too, in one of the short Spider-Verses where he went wrong and it was bad. It wasn't this one; it was another one where it was Peter Parker.
The horror movie like one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that one.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. So Peter Parker gets bit, or it's Peter Parker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Parker gets bit by Spider, but instead of like getting powers and whatever, he like slowly is turning into a spider.
Oh.
And he is in love with the girl next door, as always, who's not MJ or Gwen Stacy. And he has an Uncle Ben, I think, but he's really abusive and abuses Peter, and Peter ends up killing him and a bunch of other people and webbing them up and drinking their blood, and then yeah, because spiders, and then when he's like, oh, I'm gonna make you into my mate and stuff to the girl next door, she's like, no you're not, and she like escapes, but then at the very end of the book she has like a pimple on her face and it's spider eggs coming out of her face. It's a good time.
Oh.
I liked that one.
You would.
I like horror.
I don't.
Yeah, that's why you like that Hulk series. I mean, not that you're a Hulk fan at all, but it did at least the first 2-3 books seem very horror like, and it still can. I mean, it still has the possibility to retain that. But
Spider-Verse. I worked with a spider. That's what it's called. There's the
walked with a spider.
Uncle Ted, not Uncle Ben. Ted. But yeah, that's the cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Spiders, featuring Uncle Ted, the girl next door, and spiders. Yeah.
Nice.
And so that leads us into Spider-Geddon number 0.
Indeed.
Yes, those things.
I got the cool cover. I'm the cool guy. I got the cover that as they play along, those are yours. Those are your books. No. It is gonna be number 1 of 6 attaching covers, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's almost Alex Rossi.
It is, and I'm not sure who does this one. I will risk life and limb to my comic? No, I'm not. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, stupid me. I have CLZ Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Ooze is over here passing judgment upon me, going, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lee and Inhook.
Lean Inhook?
Yeah. I don't know. It's IN-HYUK Lee. And it's a connecting cover. It's a 1 of 6.
Okay. Cool.
And then we got the original covers with the
Ryan
Sony's Spider-Man.
Right.
Clayton Crane.
Yeah,
Yes.
By Clayton Crane.
Yes.
And this book starts out with just that, the Sony Spider-Man Earth 1048 Spider-Man fighting the tarantula.
Yes. New character, new Hispanic villain, apparently.
Yeah.
Actually, it opens with him listening to J. Jonah Jameson's podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Talking about how he tried to give Spider-Man a chance. I don't know what point he tried.
Right.
But with everything that's going on, including Nazi bees?
Nazi bees?
Bee Nazis?
Nazis made of bees.
Nazis made of bees?
Nazis made of bees.
He can't see how Spider-Man is improving on the city at all. It's only making it worse. You know, normal J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I like the twist of the tarantula. It's kind of like a Doc Ock, kind of a superior Spider-Man, kind of his world. And
And Tarantula, we've never seen him with tech like this before. He's an old Daredevil and old Spider-Man foe, but never to like this extent with like a big suit and whatever. And he's wreaking havoc over this area, whatever area he's in I want to say Spanish Harlem, but I might be wrong.
Who knows?
I dug like the little the banter that he's saying, and I've seen you play the game a little bit, Peachy. I used to watch you play it, and I can hear his voice kind of. I'm like, this is fun. This was cool to see, and I had seen you how you've played the game, and I can imagine you like fighting this guy in some way as a level or something. Yeah. And maybe one of the expansions will be the Inheritors or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
But I dug this, and I like how he kind of figured out kind of like the gadgets in the game you have, all the different tech. And he's like, oh, I have that too. Let me try that. You know?
Yeah. He figured out how to, basically when he catches up to him, he tries a couple things, but he figures using a web bomb will incapacitate him, at least temporarily.
Right.
And whatever. So he uses his web bomb, webs him all up all good, but then
goes to do his patented Sleepy Time Spidey Punch.
Yes, Sleepy Time Spidey Punch. Yes, love it.
That was hilarious.
Yes, but yeah, classic Spider-Man banter.
The whole
fighting
time.
The villain. Yeah.
Like, this was great. It was a lot of fun to read because it was laugh out loud funny. Especially like what happens next is he goes for that punch, and here pops in Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man, goes, right. Spider-Man of Earth 24 or 1048. I'm the Superior Spider-Man of 616. How?
Yeah, I'm confused on that.
If you don't know, at the end of Spider-Verse, he was he sacrificed himself. He did the true hero thing.
Right.
Because he didn't want to. He finds out he's gonna die. That he gets defeated somehow, but he does the right thing and sacrifices himself in a way, and somehow he survived. Yeah. So I'm like, that's interesting. because you are needed. I like this. He's all like, can we put on the brakes of the variant spider people for 2 seconds? Because you get the tarantula.
Right.
The whole time it's like, oh, Jameson's not going to let me get away with this, or let me hear the end of this one.
Right.
I really